just on a different note, in watching the service this morning, it's such a blessing that oh my God, no,
Look, it's black.
Bonnie is still there doing the music.
Yeah.
I think we have lots
Yes.
of people who will be able to do the music once COVID lets us do some
Yes.
experimenting. But she's being amazingly supportive.
Hmm.
And do you need, is Paulina in there as well in the morning doing?
No, not at
No.
this time.
I see. Okay.
We actually, it's going to be interesting, as you mentioned about music. James is actually going to lead worship next week.
Oh,
Oh.
is he?
So
Francis-
if one of you people wants to come and do sound, we need you.
Well, no, Francis,
don't know
think,
how.
will be able to do sound. And then,
Francis is gonna.
yeah, we have, hopefully
Francis.
Francis is going to get back to us and he can do sound, and then we'll, sound and camera and all that stuff kind of helps me out with that, because we do the graphics and all that stuff. So we put it all together.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a work in progress, and by the time we get it down perfectly, it'll be time to come back to church.
Yeah.
Well,
That's hope.
Yeah,
that's
so.
true, but I think that it's something that we need to keep going with, because there's a need for some people to get it. Because not everybody will be back at church when we're told it's safe. Some will
Especially the
still be
shut-ins.
hesitant. So
I watched something this morning that said exactly that. I mean,
Yeah.
I think this is God's way of shaking us up and saying, look you don't need a stone building, and you don't need this and this and this and this. Time to shake it up, guys. And the message is the same, but the output is far different.
Yeah, isn't that what we were talking about, Susan?
Yeah, lots.
Oh, Bernie.
Well, I know Doug said to me, he says, I haven't seen you without glasses since we were, dating. And he said, and ever since my first eye surgery, I haven't been wearing glasses at all. And he says, and who are you?
Have some
Oh,
fun.
even Jeremiah thinks that's funny. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, you can have a
You
little
can
bit
have
of fun
some
with
fun with
that.
that,
Well, yes.
Go on a first date after 50 years.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll think
If
he's got
a
a
new
new. He'll
woman.
think he's got a new woman. Hey, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Rekindle, if you know what I mean.
Are you still watching there, Doug?
He is. He probably didn't hear that. You gotta get closer.
There he is.
We were talking about my eyes, and I'm dating another person, so kindle a new love. Kindle a new love.
Yeah.
Kindling a new love. He still didn't hear it.
Yeah.
He doesn't
What, you
want.
got a fireplace? Got kindling?
Maybe that might be selective hearing.
Yes.
Oh.
That's what I was about to say.
Nick, how come there's only a few people on Zoom? You really made that announcement clearer.
Yes. Well, this was
Where
less,
is
this is
everyone?
less than last time.
You will receive the announcements about stuff like for
Yeah.
the fellowship time, and for
Right.
also, I want to, maybe next week or the week after, I'm not sure, I want to do a virtual congregation so people can join on Zoom, and then you see the gallery view that you see here. We
Mhm.
can then put that as part of our broadcast that goes out on YouTube. So it's basically letting people become part of our virtual congregation, so that people will see that, yeah, we do have people who are coming, and people can also, that you would have to actually be there at 10 o'clock and join the Zoom the Zoom congregation.
Yeah.
And then we can actually show, so it'd be like this, but then you can actually be part of our virtual congregation. So I will send out an invitation probably next week on Friday or so for the
Mhm.
Zoom
Well,
congregation link
We
that you
did
can
hear
do.
from, I think Kelly said she wasn't gonna be able to be on today. She was on last week. So sometimes you hear about, not everybody's available at 2 o'clock every Sunday afternoon.
Right.
So, it's one of those things, one week you'll see somebody, another week you might not. So Kelly told Mike last night that she couldn't be on today, so.
The
But
other
yeah, we
thing
did
that
mention it
I
this
want to
morning, and
do-
hopefully we'll keep it
Yeah.
before each week, so they'll look and see if they can find that email from,
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, I
Aaron's
was
here.
just, I'm glad we straightened it out because I thought, okay, for some reason, they're leaving me off here.
Aaron.
Oh, there's Aaron.
I'm not
Here
letting
comes
that happen.
Aaron.
There's the speaker of the day.
Here
Aaron.
comes-
So that means
Hello.
that if,
Hi,
Hi
Aaron.
there.
if
Hi,
we do,
Aaron.
if we do a Zoom congregation,
There
then
he
that
is.
means everybody's gonna be able to see us, right? Like we'll be able to see each other?
Yes, yeah,
Okay, so that means that
yeah.
I actually have to like wash my face and comb my hair.
That's what I was.
I did.
When I
There's
did,
Aaron.
when I do the thing, I'm gonna say, please make yourself presentable from above the waist.
Yeah,
Yes.
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
you can
yeah.
wear whatever you want, but just like, on
Is-
that, because again, we can potentially have that be one of we can switch to the virtual congregation. So you can see the gallery scene. So that will actually be part of our YouTube and Facebook broadcast. Okay. So that's what I will try and explain to everyone who wants to join the virtual congregation. You need to be aware that we will potentially use your image to go out so that we can have people who are watching it see that, yes, we have connection, there are people, and we want to try and build more of a community and stuff. So
So
that's
Mike,
the idea behind it.
Mike, how are you gonna do that? Just the small ones all the way around, so we
Yes,
still have the big
yeah,
picture in the
yeah,
center?
the gallery view. You guys can watch it in speaker view, so you basically, what it would be, I'm gonna mute everyone, so you will not hear what you guys say, but ours will be, the Connect Community Church one will be basically what you actually see that goes out on Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff. So you can watch it that way. But we will also have the one where the gallery is there, and then we can switch to that and say, here's, maybe when we're doing songs and stuff like that, we can
Yeah,
be
participate.
also there
Oh,
participating.
you mean I'm gonna have to stand up?
If you want to stand up, you can sit.
Oh, gosh.
That's the same thing as like in the actual service, right? If Bonnie says, if you are able to stand, feel free to do that or not, right? That's
Make
the
sure
same
your
type of
camera,
thing.
make sure your camera follows you up.
Yeah.
because
That's-
really-
yeah.
Get a picture of your
Yeah.
belly button instead of your face,
Yeah, yeah.
Make
Yeah.
sure you're wearing
Aaron,
pants.
we're not trying to influence your humility or anything, but you did an amazing job.
Great job, Aaron.
Yes,
Great
yeah,
job.
it was
enjoyed your
great.
service.
Really,
Aaron,
really good.
I just wanted to thank you for the reminder for my own life too.
Yeah, me too, me too.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Amen to that.
He's either not hearing it or not acknowledging it. one
No,
or
I'm
the other.
hearing, I'm just waiting for everybody to finish.
Okay,
Thank you for the
done.
encouragement.
Yeah.
okay.
Good job.
Was really good.
I rewatched the video when I got home, and a bit of some skipping in
Yes, there
the
is.
audio alignment, but I think it came off pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to suck in on those side shots, though.
Yeah.
That COVID-20 is showing up pretty bad.
We'll have to get you a Fitbit like we got for Pastor, or that Pastor Paul got.
Yeah.
What's that? You say I should wear spandex? No,
No.
Susan, I'm not gonna do that. I don't think that would be
No.
appropriate.
And he looks small now with me.
Oh.
No, it was excellent. It was excellent.
Yeah, question for you,
ahead.
just interesting. You guys, when you watch the live stream, do you sing along with the music?
Oh,
I do.
Okay, I'm just
I
encouraged
sure
that people will sing along. And I mean, you got the words there. That's at church this morning. Of course, the people who were there, like the five on the team that put it together, we did. The only person who had words was Bonnie, because she had the first. So everybody else was kind of sitting there humming, and we didn't start whistling. But anyway, we had, because if a song, like a couple of them I knew, but some of them you don't. So, but I just hope that when people watch it on their at home, whether they're watching their TV that's hooked up to the computer or their computer, that they sing along with it too, because that helps you to worship too if you do sing, even if you hum. But I'm hoping that people do. I mean, that's what it's on there for. For people to participate.
What we do in our family, we treat it as if we're going to church.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have coffee during church time. We don't eat a sandwich. We treat it as that's the time we're going to worship the Lord and listen to the message that needs to be heard for today. And that's the way we do it on the Sunday when on the live stream. And you know what? That's the problem. Susan and I, we were talking about it the other day. We were too long on the phone, but that's fine. But we were talking about how some of the people have gotten out of that habit. And it's going to be a challenge for us to get them into the habit of worshiping the Lord again.
Mm-hmm.
And at a specific time, not when, I mean, it's great to have it available, at 7 o'clock on Monday night, because that's when you've got time.
That's
But-
right. True.
But a little discipline in our lives, putting a little discipline back in our lives is not a bad thing either. Have a lovely rest of your Sunday, everybody. This was-
Thank you, Susan.
You too?
Yeah. okay.
And I look forward to your message next week, Aaron.
Yes.
You really
Yes.
you really wet our whistle today to get started. So just can't wait
Yeah.
to see what's coming next.
Would
Me too.
appreciate everyone praying because the title of the next one is No More Tears. And having gone through COVID and a lot of people have lost loved ones, I think it's a message that could really minister to a lot of hearts.
Yeah.
So it's,
Including yourself, right?
it's Matthew 5:4. So
Yeah, but you wouldn't be preaching to us unless you're preaching to yourself too, right?
I've experienced quite a bit of this many times. So
Amen.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. We'll do
Yes, thank you, Aaron.
All right.
Thank you, Mike.
Oh,